It's fierce, it's elusive, and it's disappearing right before our eyes. This is the Sumatran tiger. And time is running out. The Sumatran tiger is found only on the Indonesian island of Sumatra. So if you're planning a trip to Indonesia, make sure to bring your tiger guidebook. Just kidding. The Sumatran tiger is so elusive, spotting one in the wild is like finding a needle in a haystack. In fact, they've been called the ghosts of the jungle. Unlike its larger relatives in India or Siberia, the Sumatran tiger thrives in dense tropical forests and lowland swamps. There, among the tangled vines and towering trees, they stalk their prey, moving like phantoms through the green. It is this elusiveness that has made the Sumatran tiger one of the most mysterious and least understood of all the big cats. But don't let its elusive nature fool you. This tiger is a force to be reckoned with. The Sumatran tiger is the smallest of the 8 surviving tiger subspecies. Standing just 2 to 2.5 feet tall at the shoulder, they weigh between 220 and 300 pounds. That's around the size of a large dog. But don't be fooled by its relatively small size. The Sumatran tiger is a powerful predator with a bite force of 1,000 psi. To put that into perspective, a lion's bite force is around 650 psi. The Sumatran tiger's strength should not be underestimated. They use their strength and agility to chase down prey through the thick undergrowth. Their paws act like built-in snowshoes, helping them navigate the swampy terrain without sinking into the mud. And when it comes to swimming, the Sumatran tiger is right at home. Unlike most other tiger species, they love water and are excellent swimmers. This helps them hunt for fish and also allows them to escape predators like crocodiles. Yep, even tigers have enemies. Sumatran tigers are generally solitary creatures, preferring to live and hunt alone. They are crepuscular, which means they are most active at dawn and dusk, which helps them avoid the heat of the day. They spend their days lounging in the shade or taking a dip in a nearby stream to cool off. When they're not napping nor swimming, they're hunting. As ambush predators, they rely on stealth and power to take down their prey. They usually target medium-sized mammals like tapirs, deer, pigs, and monkeys, but they won't hesitate to go after anything that enters their territory, including elephants and tigers. No, not buffalo. They'll even hunt other predators, including Sumatran crocodiles. Speaking of territory, male Sumatran tigers can have home ranges of up to 300 square miles. While females typically have smaller territories of around 100 square miles, they mark their territory with urine and scratches from their claws, which leaves us with a pretty pungent question. How do scientists know how big a tiger's territory is without constantly following them around and waiting for them to relieve themselves? Well, it's all about scat. By collecting and analyzing the scat of Sumatran tigers, scientists can get a lot of information about their diet and territory. In fact, scat is so useful that there is actually a scientific term for it. It's called tiger monitoring through environmental DNA or TMEND. Yeah, it's real. Scatology is an important part of Sumatran tiger research. And if you want to learn more about TMEND, there's a link in the description below. Now let's talk about those beautiful stripes. Each Sumatran tiger has a unique stripe pattern, just like a human fingerprint. Their stripes are closer together and darker than those of other tiger species, which helps them blend into the dark, dank jungle. And while their stripes help them camouflage in the jungle, they also play a role in thermoregulation. The black stripes absorb heat from the sun, which helps keep the tigers cool in the hot, humid climate. The Sumatran tiger is listed as critically endangered by the International Union for Conservation of Nature, or IUCN. So what does that mean exactly? Well, it means that the Sumatran tiger could disappear at any moment, just like that. There are fewer than 400 tigers left in the wild. That's less than half of what was estimated 20 years ago. So why are they disappearing? Let's start with habitat loss. The main reason for this is large-scale deforestation. The forest areas where tigers live are being cut down for palm oil production, rubber plantations and timber, according to a 2018 study. Over 24,000 hectares of tiger habitat were lost in Indonesia between 1990 and 2010, that SN. Area roughly the size of Luxembourg. And the trend is still continuing today. Between 2015 and 2020, Indonesia lost 1.2 million hectares of forest cover, according to Global Forest Watch. And it's not just habitat loss. Tigers are also poached for their skin, bones and teeth. These are used in traditional Chinese medicine and as luxury items. Tigers are also killed when they come into conflict with humans. As their habitat shrinks, they are forced to come into contact with humans more often. And when that happens, things don't always end well for the tigers. So what can we do to help? Well, there are a number of organizations working to save the Sumatran tiger. One of the most well-known is the Worldwide Fund for Nature, or WWF. The WWF works with local communities in Indonesia to reduce conflict between tigers and humans. They also work to protect tiger habitat and reduce demand for tiger products in China. Another organization working to save the Sumatran tiger is the Wildlife Conservation Society, or WCS. The WCS works to reduce poaching and illegal trading of tigers and their habitat. They also work to improve the lives of people who live in tiger habitat so they are less likely to encroach into tiger territory, in addition to these international organizations. There are also a number of local Indonesian groups working to save the Sumatran tiger. One of the most successful has been the Sumatran Tiger Project, or STP, which has helped to increase the Sumatran tiger population by more than 50% in the Bukit Barisan Selatan National Park. But despite these efforts, the Sumatran tiger is still in danger. The biggest challenge is probably time. Without radical change, the Sumatran tiger could disappear within our lifetime. As the Sumatran tiger continues to disappear, it is becoming increasingly rare to see them in the wild. Camera traps have captured rare glimpses of these elusive predators. We see mothers teaching their cubs to hunt, males marking their territory, and tigers moving silently through the shadows. They are solitary, territorial, and magnificent. But such footage is becoming increasingly rare. If you want to help save the Sumatran tiger, there are a few things you can do. First, spread the word about this amazing creature and the threats it faces. You can also support organizations that are working to save the Sumatran tiger. Finally, make sure to use sustainable products, especially when it comes to palm oil. By choosing sustainable palm oil, you can help ensure that tigers are not killed for their habitat. The Sumatran tiger is more than just a beautiful animal. It is a symbol of the wild places that are disappearing in our world. It is a reminder that we must be good stewards of the environment and use our resources wisely. The Sumatran tiger is a symbol of the importance of balance in nature. When a forest loses its most important predator, the entire ecosystem begins to collapse. We all know that change can be difficult, but we must do everything we can to protect this amazing creature. It is a responsibility that we owe not only to the tigers, but to ourselves and future generations. We hope that you have enjoyed learning about the Sumatran tiger and that you are now one step closer to becoming a Sumatran tiger expert. Until next time, keep exploring and discovering the amazing animals that share our planet. Thank you for watching. See you next time.